All right, so let me start my presentation. It's going to be in English by first giving you an overview of the higher education landscape in our region. We have a diversity of higher education institutions, which are characterized by different ways, by sector, public, non-public, by status, the universities, independent colleges, by type. We have traditional universities, open universities, by nationality, by model. Some of our universities are adopting the American standards, some are adapting French, German, so on and so forth. Also, we have the cultural references, Islamic, Christian, non-religious institution. So we have a diversity of institutions. But talking about open education resources and OER in the Arab region, I can say the following. We have a lot of challenges. First of all, and from my experience during the past 10 years now, working on this topic, open education, OER, we have low awareness. A lot of our institutions, whether at the higher education or at the K to 12, yani high school, we don't have our administrator, our faculty member are unaware of the benefits and potential of open education resources. We have a lot of resources in the English-speaking countries, but we don't have a lot of Arabic resources in our area. When it comes to copyright and licensing, whenever you say somebody, like say, well, it's copyrighted. A lot of people, even though we have more than 2.5 billion of resources which are available on the internet, which are classified as open resources under open licenses. We don't have much data about, OER adoption, okay? Very rare data so that we can draw a picture of what's happening in terms of OER, users, the content creation, the adoption, producer, so on and so forth. And also we have a culture in our region, unfortunately, of what I call restricted access, a culture of protecting learning and teaching resources behind firewalls and passwords. This is, unfortunately, the case. So taking into all those considerations, into the region, I will talk about, the case of Lebanon. What are the best practices, what we have done so far in Lebanon and some countries in the MENA region, in the Arab world, in the implementation of the UNESCO 2019 recommendation. My journey started with the Open Book Project. In 2014, the collaborator of this project was the US Department of State, Creative Commons, and the Arab League, Alexo. They were the main player of this project. And the goal of this project back then in 2014, is to raise awareness of OER potential, support Arabic language OER creation, translate existing OER into Arabic, and of course, do necessary training and capacity building for educators, ministers, faculty members, students, so on and so forth. Okay, so that was the beginning. Later on was the UNESCO OER recommendation 2019. And what you're going to see now, this is my work and how did we go about aligning what we are doing with the 5 different action areas which were specified in the UNESCO OER recommendation. The first action area is building the capacity of stakeholders. And what you see here is, what we have done at the input level and what was the outcome at the last column. So since 2014, we've been doing a lot of capacity building, awareness campaigns, so on and so forth. And it's not just at our university, but it was at all universities in Lebanon, different schools, different NGOs, so on and so forth. And the outcome was, let's say, at my university, we have a lot of now OER, which is implemented in our curriculum, in the English, for example, physics, mathematics, so on and so forth. Also, at the institution level, at my university, we have established, a digital online open repository. And the most important thing, because we moved from the university to at the national level, especially at the Center of Education Research and Development, which is the right arm of the Ministry of Education in Lebanon. We did a lot of training, a lot of capacity building, of course, with the support of UNESCO in Beirut, in Cairo, and of course in Paris. Now the center have they established also an open education resource digital repository, and it is being used heavily now during the crisis that we are facing in Lebanon. Okay, we have done also a lot of our professors who are teaching with OER, they're doing a lot of research in this area. So I can say we have a culture, we have a greater access and more trust in the quality of our of the free and open education resources at the university level and at the national level. In the second action area, developing supportive policy, what we have done is we integrated the OER into our university strategic plan. It's called the New Vision 2020. And the outcome, and of course, we formed a committee at the university level, and the outcome of this initiative is we have now a policy which is pending the final approval of the president. We work on this policy for almost 2 years. Now it's in the final stages of to be publicly on the university website. Another important thing happened at the national level regarding Action Area 2 is at the national level, with the Center of Education Research and Development, they have developed a policy, and it is posted on the center website. And this policy on OER, it's in Arabic and in English. Also, we have them create what we call OER quality guide, so that professors at the K-12 level know how to evaluate those OER if they find them on the internet, and we have developed for them an OER production workflow. If I want to develop a resource, what are the steps that I should go to? When it comes to Action Area 3, which is encouraging effective, inclusive, and equitable access to OER, okay, at the institutional level, the input was adoption and integration in the curriculum. Okay, some of the outcome, and this was a major problem. A lot of our students say, well, we cannot afford buying textbook now. If we're talking about inclusive, equitable access, everybody now, all the instructors who are using open textbook, okay, from day one, our students have this open textbook available in math, physics, English. So we replace the traditional textbooks in so many courses. At the national level, what we have done is we done capacity building and awareness campaign in rural area. For example, in Baalbek, Deir al-Ahmar, and in South Lebanon. Okay, so and we did some piloting of OER in those rural schools and what we call low-income communities, and to increase access to open and free resources. At the action area for nurturing the creation of sustainability model for OER and monitoring progress, we have done a lot of partnership. For example, we have partnership with with Creative Commons. We have the university and the Center of Education Research signed an MOU to transfer the knowledge we have to at the national level. We have also we are part now of the UNITWIN UNESCO network. I will talk a little bit about it later on. Okay, so we have done a lot of things, and now we have what we call OER Lebanon website, where we have a lot of resources and the links to OER open textbook, especially in the Arab region. At the international level, okay, we've done a lot of collaboration with UNIMED in Italy, with South Korea, with Germany, Canada, with Slovenia. They're doing great work, so we are a partner with them. We are cooperating with them, okay? So, and of course, was under the umbrella of UNESCO. So the outcome was cross-border collaboration, knowledge transfer. Okay, we designed online courses with UNESCO and UNIMED, for example. We have done a joint research publication, a book between Lebanon and South Africa. So, and the book is online. Okay, and of course, the important thing was lately the UNO, which is called the Unitwin Open Education Network. Our university is part of 16 universities worldwide from France, Brazil, Canada, okay, New Zealand, and we hope that more institutions in the Arab world will join this network. And the objective of this network, of course, sharing the knowledge about open education, community building, research, okay, so on and so forth. And this is the publication that we have done between a researcher in Lebanon and researcher in South Africa in regards to open resources and open pedagogy. So there are a lot of challenges at the national level. I'm saying in Lebanon, limited awareness. We lack a clear policy. Instructor and faculty members, saying we need high quality OIR available in key subject areas. Not all key subject areas they find high quality resources. We have some low individual motivation from faculty member and from instructor. Why I need to do this? Why do I have to waste my time to curate, to create open education resources? And of course, we don't have a lot of recognition and incentive when it comes to OER creation and adoption. So we have learned a lot of lessons, okay? During this journey, faculty members expressed that they are concerned about the benefits and effectiveness of OER. The quality of OER is also another concern, so on and so forth. So a future direction of our initiative in Lebanon is to share our initiative and experience at the national, regional, and international level. Try to launch a research mechanism for Lebanon and the Arab region to measure the effectiveness and efficiency of OER, and of course, continue the advocacy of OER in the region. Way forward, we have a new player now, and this is it's going to be our next work, is OER and generative AI. We want to engage educator in capacity building initiative, how to integrate Gen AI and artificial intelligence into OER creation and adaptation, how to leverage AI to help in translating to Arabic language, so on and so forth. And of course, an important factor that our colleague talked about is the ethical use. We need to advocate for ethical use in the use of AI and OER. This is our website, oerlab.org, and this is my email and my Twitter account. Thank you so much, colleagues.